Louis Braille. Bonjour. Where to start? Well, I was born on January 4th, 1809 in Coupvray, France, a small town not too far from Paris. When I was a child, my favorite place to play was my father's workshop. Oh, it was très magnifique. He made saddles and harnesses for horses. I'll never forget the wonderful smells and sounds of the leather and the tools. But these simple joys would not last. The entire course of my life changed when I was only 3 years old. One day, when I was using some of my father's tools, I managed to poke myself in the eye. But this was not just any poke. Quelle guenille! What bad luck! The eye became infected, and the infection spread to my other eye. By the age of 5, I was completely blind. While it made learning more challenging, being blind didn't dampen my desire. As you probably hunger for chocolate or pizza, I hungered to read. Unfortunately, at that time, books for the blind to read by touch were scarce. They featured giant raised letters, but they were very heavy, difficult to produce, and not at all practical. Consequently, almost everything I learned from books was read to me by my teachers at the School for the Blind in Paris. Then, when I was 12, a French army captain named Charles Barbier visited my school. He told us about night riding, a communication system he'd invented for soldiers on the battlefield. Night riding was a complicated code of dots pressed into paper. And I do mean complicated. The system was so hard to learn that the army gave up on it. But it got me thinking, what if there were an alphabet for the blind that could easily be read but didn't have to be written in extra large letters? And what if blind people could also write in this alphabet without using big, clunky machines? Transforming night writing into this new alphabet became my mission, and by age 15 I had done it. In my new system, each letter was represented by a simple arrangement of tiny raised dots. Just as I hoped, my invention allowed full-length books for the blind to be lighter and smaller, so they were much easier to print. And even more importantly, my alphabet was very easy to read by touch, and also gave the blind a practical way to write using only a simple stylus. In the years that followed, I added to my invention so that blind people could read and write music and mathematical equations. The Braille alphabet caught on, and Braille books have been published all over the world. Quelle merveille! It is incredible, don't you agree?